G'day and welcome to Aussievision. I'm Dale, and we're up to day 4 of rehearsals to look back on, which is the second half of semi-final 2, including some big hitters in there. Now, I've actually arrived in Basel. Just got in about an hour or so ago. Very early start, leaving where I was staying in London at like 5:30 this morning. Managed to get here in my Airbnb. You can see I got a nice little desk set up there. Very happy about that one. Great place. It's not too cold. Lots of trees, lots of birds singing, and I'm happy. I'm chirpy too. So let's talk about these rehearsals. We started with Malta. It's Mariana Conte with serving, and this is a real sort of departure, but keeping some of the same great elements of her Mesk Malta national final performance. She's got like some big lips with a disco ball in the middle of it. Apparently she comes out of it. It looks really good. When I read the description, I was like, what is that? That sounds like it could be terrible. But actually, I think it looks good from the pictures from what we could see. She has red hair, which I think, again, I was like, oh, what does that look like? But I think the pictures show it actually looks really good. And I'm really loving the aesthetic of the whole thing. They've kind of changed that do-re-mi to be a little bit different. And it's all about her and the song and the performance. And we still have the kind of gimbal thing at the end. Though there was only her in the picture, which makes me think, are the dancers not doing it? Because I'd be disappointed because I love the kind of whole visual of all of them just appearing there on the balls. So if it's just her, I mean, she can own it, right? She can make that work. But I did think it was quite effective, like going bam. But I guess they're making it all about her because she is the star of the show. And yeah, overall, I'm impressed. This looks good. This could have gone in any direction. And this weird lip disco ball thing, I think it works. I quite like it. So thumbs up from me. Let's go to Georgia next. And this is interesting. From what they were saying in the description, it's some very simple LED use, but apparently gets faster and faster, and then it ends up looking really good. So that's something. I like the white dress that we can see in the photo. She has an interesting hairstyle going on. It's a bit kind of funky, kind of, I don't know, it's almost like female mullet kind of direction, but not quite. But I think I like it. Well, jury's out a little bit. Then it changes to something like quite a pantsuit or something, which I'm not sure is quite as effective, but I don't know. I'm sure it'll make sense with the song itself. Look, I think this song is going to struggle, and I don't think there's anything staging-wise we've seen here that is making me think it's going to really elevate, and I think it would have needed some incredible type of performance. So I'm going to say it's there, it's competing, and maybe we'll move on from there. On to Denmark next, and we know that Cecile needed a glow-up compared to what she had at DMGP, the Danish national final, and I'm liking a lot of what I see. I'm liking the kind of outfit, the blue. She's got some big kind of coat on, and then that reveals off to the kind of blue leotard, which I think looks good, and I think it really suits her, and I think she's going to perform really well in it. That looks great. She's apparently on some platform that then comes down, and she's got some dancers at different points. Like the dancers will come out, I think maybe second chorus in the final, then she comes down from the platform. So I like that we've got some chapters here. There's some big curtain. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess it brings the performance in, but I think for like a real kind of dance song, I thought really strong LED use would have been great here. I think the strongest part of the DMGP performance was when the LEDs were working really well behind her. And that was the part I felt was the only bit that worked really strongly other than her amazing voice and performance. So I'm a bit disappointed if we're not going to have LEDs. Because it's a big dance song, so why have we got curtains? I need to be won over by the video we'll get to eventually see, I guess, on this. Though the dancers look really interesting in kind of themselves covered in this material curtain sort of stuff going on, so that looks interesting, and I'm sure it'll all sort of come together there. But yeah, I was surprised. But maybe they're thinking out of the box with something that just will look visually stunning, but it's just a bit hard to tell at this point. So yeah, we'll see on that one. I really want that to do well. Denmark deserves to qualify. Cecile deserves to qualify. And I've hoped they've brought it together. So we'll see. Czechia next. Always put a great effort in the Czechia team. And Adonis, can I just say, looks incredible. The outfit looks amazing. Like, seriously, this is some incredible outfits we're getting, particularly from the boys. Remember a few years ago, the boys would rock up with a t-shirt and jeans and they go on the Eurovision stage. Now they are making the effort. He looks fantastic. The white cleanness of it all looks really good. They've got the dancers, obviously. And it feels like it's what they're sort of saying, a TV performance. So using the LED floor for around the dance break. So that sounds interesting and sounds like the white could really pop, because I've mentioned a few times now that there's a few dark type of performances this year. So I like nice white clean performances. Didn't sound like there's anything like major happening though. That's the only thing I was like, oh, I thought maybe for this song they might have gone, I don't know, just something completely out of the box. But it seems like they're just doing what they do well. And I think the proof will be in the pudding when we get to see it. Not enough to go on at the moment other than he looks fantastic. And we'll wait and see how that one turns out. Next up is Luxembourg. And this sounds really interesting, I must say. It sounds like a great bit of storytelling here, because it's really playing on the doll aspect and then her sort of breaking free, which is kind of referring back to Publidicité Publication, the winner from Luxembourg in the 60s. And that was kind of saying that artist was a doll to be kind of, used in a way. And now she's kind of, breaking free and being, in this modern retake of the whole thing, which I really like. So she's being all doll-like. And then I think then she breaks free and her movements break free from it all. And I think even, was it outfit as well? I'd have to double check that. But it sounds like that's a real storyline they've got going there, which so far from the performances this year, it's a bit more wham bam or here you go. We haven't seen a lot of, I guess, storytelling. Maybe I think Austria could be another one that's doing that. So I like the sound of that. The outfit is what it is. It just looks like a souped up version of what they had in Luxembourg Song Contest. Same with the guys there with it. So she's coming out of a dollhouse or something. So maybe are we getting too literal with the storytelling? But, you've got 3 minutes, you've got to make your case. So I guess, don't need to, you just need to get straight to the point. So it does sound like it could be decent there. So I'm liking the sound of it. But yeah, I'd like to see how it plays out. Like, the thing is, I think some people say about this is a bit maybe twee, a bit junior, which people will vote for. But maybe don't lean too heavy in. So if we're going to go all kind of cutesy, and then is she going to come out stomping down and like ready for the club? I don't know if those two things are going to match together. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I like that they are doing storytelling, which is great. Next up is Israel, and it looks like they're making a massive impact with that huge prop. I think when we were talking the team, someone said it looks like one of those pencil things you put all your stationery in. We have a few of those with the circles and things like that. And I think it does look a bit like that. Some people sort of find it a bit tacky and don't like it. I think when I first saw the picture, I was like, oh, that's quite visually interesting. Not stunning, but like, oh, wow, that has impact. But the only thing also with something like that, because it looks like there's stairs and it looks like it's, I don't know, can it get, again, when you have it in the prop, it can get restrictive, even if she is just doing a ballad, so she's not exactly doing a dance break here. But yeah, potentially it could be a bit restrictive for the performance, but a lot of white use as well. So it seems quite strong on that side that's what they're going for with this one. It kind of reminds me of what Switzerland had in, was it 2017 with Apollo, I think, was that it? Can't remember. But yeah, again, that was a bit restrictive for those performers. So it's probably the thing that I thought may go against it. Even though I think it has a great visual impact, perhaps it could be too restrictive for the performance. All right, moving on to Serbia. And the description was very much that this has completely changed from what we saw in the Serbian national final. And it kind of needed to. That was a little naff with the moon and the thing. This one seems like there's a bit of complicated physical choreography of him being dragged on the floor and stuff, and but he's still singing, which is great. He's got a fantastic voice. So I think this would work in any kind of way that they did it, but it seems like there's a bit of dance with it. The outfits look good. The color use looks good. But yeah, I mean, nothing to blow me away from what I've seen, but very solid. And I do think this is one of those sleeper songs that could do a bit better than we expect, or could just fall flat. We'll have to wait and see on that one too. And let's go to Finland now, the final song of these rehearsals, of the semi-finalists anyway. And it's Erika Vikman, and this looks like the UMK performance, just kind of on steroids, I think, here. What I was very happy to see was the big microphone and her up in the air, because that is the finale. That is so much about it. She's going to have a chance to move up and down the stage. It seems like that's what they really much going to go for, which she just did so well in UMK. No dances. She doesn't need it. And I think there's not a lot of performances where you're seeing that kind of one person own everything like she potentially could. So I like that. I like that she's going to be doing it. And it sounds, again, like I wouldn't have changed much from UMK. Maybe I thought maybe it could be missing an element at the start. But look, I think we're going to just see Erika do her thing, and that works really well. So I'm just super excited that we've still got the mic up in the air. I was just like, thank God for that. That's what I'm here to see. So yeah, very exciting, very interesting. So I'm expecting her to fly through in this semi. Anyway, that's it from this part of the rehearsals there. Some interesting ones amongst here. Some hits and misses, I think, and a lot of TBC. Need to see a few things. I'm a bit more cautious today, I think, on a few of these ones. But anyway, great to be in Basel. Let me know what you thought about the picks we saw. And I'm looking forward to bringing you more coverage from here on the ground. Maybe once I have a sleep and a shower. All right, catch you later.